Hello and welcome to Mobile Friday. Today's game is going to be Mortal Kombat Onslaught. As you can see from the iOS store, it is version 1.0.1. And as you can see from the pictures, it is not your typical 1v1 fighter. So I was quite interested to see what this would play like, what this would look like, and it's a new game, so it might be a little buggy, who knows. So you and I, let's start this together and see what happens when we launch it for the first time. So I'm playing this on my iPhone Pro 14. So the dynamic island for me, and what you can't see on your screen, is on the right side. And at the bottom, this is bad. Mortal Kombat Onslaught needs an additional download of 1.745 gigabytes. Yes, that's gigabytes. So, do not play this game if you've just downloaded this and gone out. You have to download this and at home or next to a Wi-Fi connection, start the game, get all the additional downloads, and then you can go out and play it. So, I've turned off mobile data because I'm attached to Wi-Fi just in case games like this do this. So for me, in my data plan, I'm safe. But I do not recommend downloading nearly 2 gigabytes of data on your mobile data plan. So I'm on Wi-Fi, so I'm going to hit start. No. Okay. No. So now what's happening? Well, at least we get a video. Now which is quicker, or which is longer, the video or my download? At least the video quality looks quite good. I wouldn't say it's the most crisp 1080p video I've ever seen. But I don't know if I would say it's 720p. It's probably 1080p with a low bit rate. And there it goes, repeating. So, yeah. The video is shorter than download, which seems, well, rather stupid. If you're going to have such a big download, the intro video could be so much better, could be so much more useful to the player. It could be a tutorial. Half the screen could be a video of what you need to do, half the screen could be text of how to do it. It would be a far better use of my time than having to sit here and watch this video loop, what do you think, 4, 5 times? Yeah, and if you're downloading this on the mobile network, I can't believe it's going again. Yeah, if you're downloading this on the mobile network, I mean, what are you going to do? Put the phone in your bag, in your pocket, wait 20 minutes? I don't know how fast your internet is. On 5G, of course, this would go quicker. But even on 4G, 2 gigabytes is a hefty download. So in terms of Mortal Kombat, I am not a huge player. I've dabbled. But other than that, I don't have much experience with Mortal Kombat. So some of these characters look familiar, whilst others not so much. That's number 3. Like when we see Scorpion with the sword, I don't really remember Scorpion with a sword. But the most Mortal Kombat I ever played was on the Mega Drive, so a little while ago. I've only dabbled in 9 and 10. yeah, let's skip ahead as we watch the video replay for the 4th time. I'll let you know when the download finishes how many times it was. Alright, so the download finished on the 9th repeat of that video sequence, and now as you can see it's now having to optimize the content. So we've spent nearly 10 minutes on this before we've even got to the game itself. So for first impressions, it sucks. It's a real bad first impression. I've seen some games with small downloads, I've seen some games with maybe a gigabyte downloads, but I think 1.75 might be the biggest download. And the fact there's the download and now this sequence, and all in all it's nearly 11 minutes, it's a bad first impression. So it can only go up from here. And another loading sequence. Oh, it could be an intro cinematic. This looks higher resolution than the video during the download.
From time immemorial, the
Oh, excellent character names.
in Mortal Kombat. Blood has been shed, and lives taken in an epic battle between darkness and light.
So it's half of the loading video. Huh. Oh, it's not over yet. Okay.
Even the Elder Gods could not escape this conflict. Eons ago, Shinnok rebelled against them. He tried to kill his fellow Elder Gods and annihilate the realms.
I think this is a cool way to give us some backstory. This is, for me, useful, because I don't know it. And it's a nice looking video as well. Much higher bitrate and resolutions than the video during loading.
Once defeated, Shinnok was cast out of the heavens. He
And on the
was
screen,
stripped of his
it looks really
divine
cool.
power and imprisoned in the NetherRealm.
Not so much in the video you're seeing, I'm afraid. One of the limits of the Lightning port.
The realms must now beware, for he has found the means to do both.
Am I meant to do something here. I'm going to tap the screen. Oh, I'm going to hit auto. Thankfully that's an option. Graphically, my first feelings are late PS3, kind of early PS4 era in terms of graphic quality, especially the characters. It's not bad though. I still think it looks good. It's a little weird having these bits and then the video sequences. Alright, it's a nice way to introduce story, characters, and backstory. Gives us an idea what we're doing. We're gonna fight. Okay. What's a little weird, and you probably can't see it in your video, is that on my screen, the brightness has gone up and down a little bit. And touching the back of my phone, it's hot. Well, let's say very warm. Hot's a little bit extreme, but yeah. So it could be that this game has already caused my phone to dim the brightness of the screen because of how hot it's getting. Tap the ability icons to learn about the unique combat skills, okay? I like this. You get to learn about it, and these are automatic. So it doesn't look like we have to, well, I assume from automatic that we don't have to actually do this ourselves. So that's nice, we do get some information. Passive, it doesn't tell us what it does, but it doesn't tell us how it activates. Is it every turn, every 10 seconds? But I do appreciate this. Getting some information about the characters. by a percentage. Is that literally 1% or a certain number of percentage? I don't know. So this is the healer. And there's long range, okay. This is Scorpion's fight. Every battle in the story features one required fighter. Again, nice to know. We already know this is Scorpion's chapter. Now this is interesting. You can see it on your screen a little bit. The game knows about the dynamic island. So on the right side, we've got that border that's literally right up against the dynamic island. What that means, as you can see on the screen, the action's kind of lopsided to the left. I don't mind that, but I've never, out of all the mobile phone games that I've done in this series, some of them respect the dynamic island smartly, but this game has very much, just you can see, just put a line through it. Whilst other games will avoid putting icons or stuff in that area, they bring all the action into the middle. This game has just put a barrier and pushed everything to the left. It doesn't look too bad though. I'm impressed that they thought about it. So we're getting a nice little bit of tutorial here. It says tap the Guardian Spirit portrait. Drag or tap. Okay. Prime to heal, so we want that behind. Ranged attacker, but weak. Okay. What's this bit for? Oh, I see. So now, you should see it's full screen. And it's an automatic, so I don't need to do anything just yet. Aha. So we can tap or drag it. I'm wondering if dragging it is kind of like locking onto an enemy within the radius. Ah, okay, so if we drag it, we got this option. Interesting. So, tap. Huh. And wave 3. It's possible using the tap and hold from the screen we have better control over it, whereas if I just tap this, it's hard to know how smart it's going to be using automatically. But at least there's an option, and I do appreciate we can hit auto or we can hit some manual control. Any battle time 30 seconds. Again, thinking more towards the mobile market, we don't want to spend 5 or 10 minutes on one battle. 30 seconds, that's plenty. And of course I imagine later on things might get a bit more difficult and need a bit more strategy, but for now, it's not too bad. And again, you can see that barrier has appeared. Don't mind that at all. Can't seem to get the menu yet, so let's just keep going. Excellent, we got some replayability, some reasons to come back to the game. Get the stars, get more rewards, that's nice. I'm sure that Smack Talk's meant to be impressive, but as I don't really know much about them, it doesn't matter. So press and hold to get 4. Okay. So level up. Because remember, this isn't the battle. This is the screen before the battle. So this is where we can do all this management stuff. And again, it's nice that this tutorial, it's as hands-on as it is. We're getting arrows where things are. It's not just saying level up. It's saying, hey, tap this to level up. Till it reaches 3. Sure. And you see from the top, we knew how much of each we had because at the very top of the screen, it gave us the numbers. It would be interesting if there's like an auto-equip function there. I couldn't quite see it, but we'll have another look.
Fight!
In terms of the scenery, the stage we're playing on, it does look quite good. The lava, now on the top left, there is some kind of animation to colours in it. There's steam, there's smoke, there's vibrating lights in the lava on the stage.
Fight!
You see there's dust and stuff, so visually it's pretty good. Tap any reward to learn more. Easily traded for other items. Okay. Summon fights and relics. Now this is very important because often these sort of games, or mobile games in general I guess, they tend to have stores. And they tend to open the store to new players quite early before we know what half the stuff in the store actually means or does or is valuable or not. But here, we can check what each of these are, how many we have, what we use them for. So if, for example, the game was to have a store and it was to now introduce it, I would be far more okay with it than some of the other Mobile Friday games that you might have seen. Because we now know what the items do. On the left, you can see it says bundles, but it's not drawn us to them yet. We're still doing the tutorial and this summon sequence. Okay, so let's hit summon. Well, that's not a bad looking sequence, is it?
Darkness calls.
Ooh, we got the 5-star. I wonder if this is a scripted summon or if this is actually just good luck. Or, thinking about it, instead of 10 summons, it could be pay 10 to get one good summon. So yes, it could have been a scripted summon. So again, we're still dealing with the story. It's not shoved us towards the shop front yet. says at the bottom here, or bottom right, max of 4 fighters per battle. So my guess is we need to take him off and put him on. Perhaps bring him to the front, but let's, I guess we got to hit fight. I forgot to check his details, see what his moves were.
Fight. We will purge you.
Okay, maybe Cybot is ranged, perhaps. See, I can now decide to heal him, and the computer might have decided to choose these two, but just to be safe, and because I'm playing at home and not on a commute, I can spend a little bit more time to be more interactive. But if I was out commuting, so far the computer AI has seemed smart enough for me to rely on it. Oh, there's a healing power. Huh. Cool. That's a nice little level up build thing. But here in continue, I didn't realise it meant skipping all the information about the end of the battle. I thought it meant skipping to that information. Okay, also good that as we play and learn more about the game, we unlock more features. I'm okay with that as well. I think that's a good accessible approach. It means that we're not overwhelmed by having so many options, especially options that we don't know how to do basic character control with. So a different realm, okay. It's a cool little watercolor. I wonder if that's like a loading screen. So the game's just told us that's kind of the end of the tutorial. So, top right, let's have a look at these menu stuff. Settings. All the sounds. Display. Accessible font. Does that automatically change it? Can't see any differences. That might mean getting out of this menu or even restarting the game perhaps. Left-handed layout, there you go. Again, the game's been much more accessible than I honestly thought. Dialogue color, I guess that helps if you have difficulty seeing, not so much color blindness, but some people will learn or read better. I think it's like something to do with dyslexia or something like that, where one color on top of another color can be good or bad for them. Solid subtitles background, okay. Okay, I would like the HP on, because trying to heal Scorpion, it was a little weird that I couldn't see if he needed it. So that's why I didn't use that one that much. So yeah, I would, out of all these options, that's the one I would tick. But there's nothing here about graphics. Alright. Also want to check the chest to see if we did use all of those skulls. Daily logging rewards. Again, no problem. It gives you a reason to come back, and I saw the game incentivizing you coming back. So the current event finishes in 1 week, 6 days. Calendars. That's not what I thought it meant by calendars. I thought it meant that it would to give you like the month schedule. Okay. So the store for the event does run a little longer just in case you miss it, but the objectives, as you can see, there are objectives for this particular event as well as the daily ones. Claim all, nice, good to see it. So these achievements, I guess these would be trophies on perhaps PS4 and PlayStation, Xbox, I mean. Not too sure. Some games use the term achievements more loosely than others. So, on this screen, we've got big flash and claim. Claim, sure. Not exactly sure what that one's from. Looks like again in 12 hours. Again, another reason to come back. Collection. Okay, so how many are there? No more than that, but it feels a little less, but I'm not exactly sure how many characters there are in Mortal Kombat nowadays. But, again, nice. We have the store on the left, but it's not pushed us to it. So, it's nice that we're not... It's not like we're getting funneled to the gift shop, you know? It's like, it's there if you want it, but let's continue the story. Actually, I forgot what I was going to do. I was going to summon, just to see if we'd used up all those. It looks like we have used them all up. That's a cool background. Okay, so we've got 2 currencies. Well, 3 technically. Top. Coin in the middle. To the right is this, what we can do with the apprentice summon and the fighter summon. But this summon, we don't have it. We don't have that currency. It's just jade, is it? Okay. Ooh, that's a cool effect. Yeah. Maybe floating above the ground looks a little weird, but that's cool. So these are the odds. Sure. Let's do a 10 summon. Is that blue because of rarity or blue because of the type of summon? Oh, we got a 4-star and a 3-star. Okay. Sure. Okay. Now you saw there that I brought down the top notification thing. So the game is pushing everything right close to the top. The bottom, because of the home bar, this bar, because this bar that I'm moving up and down, is a little higher up, but everything's real quite close to the top. So if you're using your thumb like I did and it's a bit big, then you can do that. So, continue story. We do have this stuff on the left here that it didn't give us information about. on the right. Objectives, yeah. Requirements, okay. Modifiers, well, fair enough. More loading. Oh, because it's a different character we're going after.
If you don't like our terms, Baraka, go.
Your offer is unacceptable. Tarkata will starve.
Better half a loaf than none at all. I am under no obligation to allow your tribe on my land.
Your land, Shiva. All lands are Shao Kahn's.
Do you forget that he favors my people
Ooh,
over
we got a little
yours?
pause here.
Need
What happened?
I remind you why?
Whoops, that's a little technical hiccup from the game there.
Quan Chi. State your business, NetherRealmer.
I am here for the Mask of Drumming.
You are both bold and foolish, Scorpion. No one steals from the Shokan.
It's a cool little video sequence. I do like these. So, we need to sort out our team. So, what does each person do? So, how do we... Abilities, there it is. Passive. All of that. Tell me what it does. Alright. Auto. Yeah, so he is a healing character. And you see on the left side, support. And I feel like the tutorial could have perhaps highlighted that as well. It's something I have noticed, that there's something about spirit and something about support. How do I get back to the battle from here? I guess that way. So we got this piece of support to put in the back. You can see that Scorpion has a sword and shield. This one has something about arming, like that. Is that long distance? Range damage, okay. So you can see, top left, she's sniper. So we've got a ranged, and we've got a close attacker, and who to put next? I'm guessing that's ranged. So, what's he do? Assassin. Uh-huh. Got quite a few of these. Assassin, range, shield, support, another range, another assassin. I'm guessing let's put Johnny Cage on. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he stays at the front or if when we fight he decides to move back, so we know then if he's a ranged attacker or a frontline or backline attacker.
Fight.
Oh no, he attacks first, okay. And now we've got health above our head so we can see what's happening. Excellent. So Johnny Cage doesn't have a lot of health.
Let's make this quick.
So what is... let's see what her special is. You see Johnny Cage's profile picture is also bloodied.
You die.
So heal Johnny. Yeah, we lost Johnny. Okay. I might actually have to do what the game said and level things up. I don't mind that this fight's more difficult than the others. Dismiss and rate. I don't mind the screen coming here. There's not many games that screen appears in actually nowadays. Whoa, you see that disappeared? So let's do what the game suggested and start leveling things up. Or hold it down, of course. So, let's give that guy... do I need ammo? Familiar is unequipable. Oh, on the left here. I've got this, but it doesn't tell us what it's filtering, so let's hit the filter. Warrior. Because that's who. That's what Scorpion's thing is. So nothing for him. Let's give him some gear then. Nice, it says what's going up. Okay. But there was no like equip all button. Which I kinda like, but it's not critical. So who's our next? He's 5-star. So how do we level him up? How many? 32? Well, Scorpion's free, so let's do him free. Any relics for him? Ah, so it kept the filter. I think I would have preferred the filter to, well, to not be kept. And she is 4 stars. Let's do her. Whoops. As you can see, to get 3 stars, she required less than the 5-star ones. So she's a sniper. So let's change that. Nothing really there. Sure, let's do Johnny. I think he needs it more than anyone else. So he's an assassin. Any relics for him? No, okay. So everyone's leveled up. Let's do a bit more fighting. I do like that there is this pre-fight area. Some games would not have this and just hope that you go through the menus. But at least this game has a pre-fight section, so if you don't go through the menus, you do have a second place where you can do stuff like this. So essentially you have 2 chances to level up, equip, and not just one, which some games will only have one. Go on, heal him quick. Okay.
Fight!
Here's the big man himself.
Let's make this quick.
And we did it. So you can see leveling up did have an effect. We survived and things went quicker. Replay. I assume that means do the fight one more time and not so much a replay of what happened. Oh, I gotta see what happens. Please be a video replay of what we did. No, it's not. Did we just skip it? Or are we actually having to do it again? Oh no, it has continued the story. Okay. Let's go back to Scorpion. We do have an axe. No thank you. Ah, so we get duplicate fighters. They can be used to improve characters. Sure. So, how do we level these up? Not that way. Oh, we need level 10 for that to work. Okay, so we can't upgrade that because we need level 10. Let's just continue then. I have to assume at level 10 the game will politely remind us about these upgrading abilities.
Fight!
Ooh, Johnny Cage is not doing too good. Definitely the weakest out of the fighters I've got. Can she hit multiple? She can. Okay. On heal. So there, the dynamic island got a little bit in the way because the characters, well, specifically Johnny, was running into it.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, we lost Johnny. Which means I'll heal Scorpion next. But still, Johnny does get some experience still. And you know, I think that will do for this video. Okay, you're getting more art as the story progresses. I kind of like that. So how do we just get straight back to home screen? Ah, this will do. So yeah, this is Mortal Kombat Onslaught. And you know what? For what it is a good game. And what I mean by that is, if this didn't have the Mortal Kombat branding and the characters and it was just a game that we've never heard of before, it would still be good. The tutorial is great. The art, the graphics, they're really good too. And I do like the sort of chapter cinematics. They're fun. We know who the characters are because of the subtitle system. Tells you who's speaking. But also you can just hold on to them and get the information about their moves, abilities. And the game told us about that, which is also great. So the game as it is, it's very accessible, but, and there's that, I think this probably has two big buts. That 1.75 gigabyte download at the beginning, that's too big, really is too big. Second, it's Mortal Kombat but not a one-on-one fighter. It's not even remotely close to fighting. So for some people, they may see it, download it, assuming that it's a fighting game, and obviously it's not, and they might be disappointed and give it low scores. And I think it's more than that, it's better than that. It does have a couple of bugs. We had that video stop, we had a bit where Scorpion's sword appeared and disappeared, and the heat. My phone is hot. Not warm, hot. Hot enough that the screen has not been full brightness for nearly most of this video now. When I said before that the brightness was going up and down, after that it never went back up again. It's because my phone is hot. So I feel like there's some optimization of the code here that needs to happen. Because if you're playing, even if you've got your fingers away from the middle, because the phone is hot, the hotspot is going up along the side of the phones. So even though my fingers are like, let's look at the back, underneath the camera, it's still warm there. So yeah, the phone's hot. Oh, this game, I do recommend it, but because of that big download, you have to play this at home first before you take it out. That's the only thing I would say. But other than that, yes, I do recommend Mortal Kombat Onslaught. But let me know in the comments if you've had any other bugs, or if you've got the new 15, iPhone 15 Pro. If you got those phones, is it still hot at the back as well for you guys? Because this is the 14 Pro, and yes, it's hot and the screen dims, so it'll be interesting to see if the same problem happens on the 15s. So, until the next Mobile Friday video, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, or YouTube shorts, or maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi. As a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube. But with Ko-fi, we can get PayPal donations, and we've got a couple of subscription tiers as well. But wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.